G'day guys, Chris the Ultimate Recycler here, back in the shop during the week. We're trying to get a few extra videos done this week as we walk into the storeroom. I have a mission today. Last episode was that red crate that we got from just over there, and instead of going down that column, I think there was a tub of books. We're on a mission to find more Nissan Datsun service manuals, car manuals. Yes, I know, I'm sorry if you're not interested. But that last lot, I had a few good inquiries for my video. I posted a couple of pictures on Facebook Marketplace and a couple of specialised Nissan Datsun groups. And I'm inundated with requests. So I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. I'm going to dig out every other Nissan or Datsun manual I can find. I will have to go into the other storeroom, so put on your cave exploring gear, your breathing masks, take your little cage with your canary in it, because we're going to go deep into that storeroom and see if we can dig out some more. I know there's some in there, so we'll go and have a look at that shortly. I'll show you what this area looks like now though. We are making really good progress here. So as you can see, we've opened up a lot of space, and we've just, I reckon, one more episode of electrical stuff and that entire shelf will be finished. And then we can open that cabinet, because that is full of manuals as well, but I don't know that there's any Nissan or Datsun ones in there. We're not going to get to them anyway at this stage. And then we have those other crates there. There's some old laptops. There's that box of magazines. Actually, I don't think they're car manuals. We better check while we're here. What are they? It looks like they're vintage magazines. Popular Science, we had some of them a while back. So mid-century science magazines, mechanics magazines. I don't think there's any car manuals in there. We still have its artwork to get through, and we can actually see the back wall. How about that? So it won't take long for this room to feel very empty. We'll have use of some shelves to get a bit more organised. We do have some more stuff around on this shelf to sort out. But today, we're going deep diving into this room, this scary room. There's a lot of stuff in here, including a lot of packaging stuff. It probably makes it look messier than what it is. A lot of clocks that I'll take home for repair at some stage. But there are lots of old manuals. I can see some Toyota ones. Oh, there's, I think it's a model train set in there. Case tractors, I presume. There's all sorts of old paperwork and paraphernalia. It's not all car manuals, it's just all sorts of old books. There's a lot of little knickknacks that came from my old shop in here. But we're going to dive around this side. Actually, let's go the other side first. And this is where we had the waterfall last time there was a storm. I still have buckets here everywhere because the roof leaks quite badly. Right over the top of the power box. Yeah, not ideal. But anyway, the landlord's selling. He doesn't want to fix it, and we're packing up, so we don't really care. Right, now down behind these boards that I've kind of put to protect things from getting wet, there are some more manuals down there. Oh, I hope they're not Datsun ones. They might be. Nissan. I better dig in here first, I think. Okay, I've moved a few of these tubs out of the road. What have we got in here? Oh, they're not car manuals. What do we got? Oh, look at this. We've got some copper wire. That's going to go home to the scrap bins. We've got some bottles. Got more bottles to go through. These look like transformers. Maybe these should go home now, because that's where I'm sorting out all my scrap. All right, let's move these boards and see what we've got down the bottom. Fortunately, nothing got wet under here. Now, these are folders, Auto Tech. No, service bulletin, but that's not specifically Nissan. What's this one? Same. Must have been aftermarket Auto Tech, I'm not sure. And this spot here we have Castrol reference guide, more Castrol stuff, some magazines, and don't know what's in that, Detroit. Okay, no Nissan stuff down here. This can stay here for now. We'll go around the other side because I know there's more manuals over there. Now let's go from this side of the storeroom around to the other side. Very narrow little tracks through here. I haven't got much stuff out of here at all, as you can see. We can get round here now because it didn't used to be able to. So there's manuals here, and I knew there was some Nissan stuff here. So I'll have to take this out to the counter. We'll quickly flip through it to see if there's anything you guys are interested in. I think there's a bit more down there. There's a box of books down the bottom. I don't know. I think I can read a Nissan logo there. There's a big one here. Oh, more down under there. And there's a stack of books under there, and I had a look before, and that yellow looks suspiciously like the old Datsun manuals, and I think it is, so I'm going to have to try and drag that pile out there as well. And some over there. Or wait, some up here. Now, I did pull a few out the other day looking for something, so that's why these ones are up here, because this shelf was full. But I'm going to need to go through them quickly, see what's here, do some rough checking. I won't waste your time with all that. We'll just drag them all out on the counter, and we'll flick through them very quickly, because you guys get first dibs, really, especially my members. So if there's anything you want, let me know straight away, because I have people from Facebook saying, do you have manuals for this? Do you have manuals for that? And they're listing all the models. So fair enough, it's a good way to advertise, and I do want to sell it, but I'd like to look after you guys who support me first. Around the other side of this little walkway, I told you it's like caving. Oh, there's a big bit of foam here I saved for packaging. There's no more manuals around this side. We don't have any in that cupboard. And underneath, I think we have some tubs of bottles. You can't see anything down there, it's too dark. And there's a bit of packaging in here. So as messy as it looks, all those tubs I think are empty. I have made some progress, because there was a time I couldn't get round to where that power box is, and you can see the tub on top of it that collects all the water when it rains. So fortunately nothing's got wet with our floods, because everything's up off the concrete floor, and it does drain out the front of the building under the roller door. So all these manuals have been perfectly safe in here, but it's time to move them on as quick as we can. There's a bit of interesting stereo gear in there as well, and I don't know what's in some of these boxes. More manuals up the top, but no Datsun, no Nissan stuff. Farm stuff to be sorted and priced. I thought I'd done with all the farm stuff. Okay, let's get it through to the counter. Well, that was an effort, mining Nissan manuals. I was tempted to come out with black coal dust on my face and carrying a dead canary in a cage, but the local pet shops brought out of dead canaries. We've got a big assortment to go through here. I've got a fair bit of research. I'm going to try and do a list at the end of this video of prices on them all, so that if you're interested in anything, we can do some dealing. I might flick through them quickly to show you what sort of stuff I've got. Some of them overlap, or at least that go with the first lot of Nissan and Datsun manuals I got. But there's a lot of promotional material in here as well. So not only people wanting a service manual for their own car, but also people that just collect this sort of stuff. Some 70s, mostly 80s, I think. We'll go through it quickly. And if you're not interested in manuals, that's fine. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, it's a few days later. I'm going to flick through all these very quickly, so I know the retention will drop off for anyone that's not interested in these, but I'm just going to go through them, show you what I've got. I have priced them all, and I'll show you a list at the end. These are more 70s ones, so this is a Cabal, I think that's how you say it. It's kind of a truck. Let's give you a picture. I'm not going to do this with every manual, but just so you've got an idea. But really, if you want manuals, you'll know what the model numbers are. So these are $20 each, only because I can't find anything much on eBay or completed items. So I thought I'd start at $20 each for these older ones, and if they don't sell, I will drop the price. There's the Homer as well, which was another little truck. E20, Datsun 330, I forget what the 330 was. Was that the Nissan Cedric? I'm not sure. You'll know. There's some product training manuals. I think I went $10 or $5 each on these. You'll have to look at the manual. I didn't price these ones. I think these were 10 each. These are parts catalogues for the Nissan Pulsar. So all parts numbers. I think there's diagrams in there somewhere. And those three are all for the N12 Pulsar. Then there's I got a few of these. These are dealer product training manuals. And these include brochures, little booklets, glossy brochures, sales talk, which was a lot about how the dealers operated and how they tried to convince you to buy a car. And there's, here we go, what's in it. Detailed sales talk, product comparisons, owner's manual. And that's the thing, these not only have the really nice brochures in and a lot of dealer information, so these weren't readily available, only to dealers. Sales talk brochure there, but they also have the owner's manual in here, a new owner's manual book. So anyone that's got one of these particular cars, what a great go with. You just don't get these anywhere. I've gone $30 on that one. This is more of Nissan Pulsar. I've tried to keep them all in order, so $20 on that. Then there's some supplement manuals, $20 again. This one's a Nissan Micra. It's a huge, thick folder. Pretty well everything you need to know about this particular car. I put 30 on that one. And the next stack, we have the A32, which again, I forget exactly what it was. I don't think it was the Bluebird. I have got some Bluebird manuals put aside because I had a message about some, Gareth, I think it was. So if you want some, mate, let me know. Send me an email. Otherwise, I'll put them into the shop or share them on Facebook groups. So there's a few on the A32, 10 each on the supplements, 20 on the main manual. Very thick book. Supplement here for the Maxima, $10. Pintara. Then there's some of the little buses they had. This is a civilian bus, $10 for that. W41 was another bus. Then I've got people after some patrol stuff. I've already sold some patrol manuals. This is again the training manual for the patrol. I put $20 on this. This one I don't think actually has it has the sales talk magazines, but I don't think it actually has the handbook in here. It has the brochures. And again, a lot of dealer information, sales guides and everything. So put 20 on that one. The NX Coupe B13, I don't remember what that one was either. I should have written them down, shouldn't I? So that's a as new manual, $30 on that one. The C23, the Serena, which is the C23, that's a little minivan, so 20 on that training manual. And I think that one has got the owner's manual in there, plus all the other dealer information. So 20 on that. The N15 supplement and the N15 manual, and I forget what the N15 was as well. It doesn't always say either. You really have to know your cars actually. All right, that's that pile. The Nissan R50 was, I think, the Pathfinder. So there's supplements here. Big book for a supplement. There's nearly a manual in its own right. These are all, we're under the D22. I think that's a Navara, or one of the Navara models. Again, really thick supplements. So I've gone 20 on those. You'll see that in the price list at the end. Most prices I've done are 10 or 20. Occasionally I've gone 30. There's the D21, which is the Navara again. So 20, 20. Big, thick manual here. Little rough, this one. Most of these manuals are in great condition. This one's a bit stained, but still very usable. And 20 on that one. And again, we have the training manual here for the, this is the Pathfinder training manual with all the brochures, dealer information, and the owner's manual in here. I don't know what else they had. I think there's some glossy brochures in amongst it. Yeah, sales talk. Okay, so 20 on that one again. This pile we have some older 1988 stuff there. This product information training manual includes information on the Nissan 300ZX. So that's a sports car which has quite a following. I think I was just going to go 10 on that one and 5 on all these other training manuals. Nissan service training, local procurement manual. I think that's where you could access Australian made parts for them. I'm not sure on that one. Wiring diagrams for a 200B. So these are all 5 each. Then there's some brochures here. I went 5 on these on the Navara to Terrano. There's an R31 review. I don't remember what the R31 was. So these are all $5. There's information about the Patrol 4.2 litre. This is marketing stuff. So this was, again, only for the dealers. Perhaps they would have had training schools to go to. There's ideas on what advertising Nissan were going to do before the product release, their media strategy, and the media plan, where they were going to advertise, what dates. So it's quite interesting. So this is all sort of pre-launch dealer information. Again, probably, I think 1990 sometime for this one. Then there's some brochures. I think these are 2001 or something. Nice glossy brochures that would have been, including paint codes and everything, that would have been in the showroom. So Pulsar, Navara, these are all $5 each. X-Trail, Pulsar. I've gone $30 on this because the 200SX was a sports car and quite an expensive one. And this is a really impressive package. It has very glossy, impressive brochures with marketing information. In this folder, there are more glossy brochures, the price lists, and I'm not sure on the date. This would have been very early 2000s, perhaps 1990s. Some black and white promotional photographs. These are real photos. Nice looking car. So there's quite a lot of photos, and they may have doubled up a bit. Another brochure, built like every true sports car, not from the ground up, but from the back forward. Okay, whatever you say. And looks like some artists' impressions of showrooms, and their slogan is "Wait till you drive it." And then there's a whole heap of these little, I guess these were used in print advertising. All these logos. Oh, these are for other brands too, other models, the Patrol, Navara, and coloured ones here. I don't know if these are supposed to be in this folder, but they can all go with it. So anyone that's got a 200SX, there's the, whoops, there's the artwork for the 200SX. So a really cool dealer pack there. I put $30 on this one. I don't think you'd find one of these every day. I'll pack that up properly in a minute. Some brochures here on diesel engines, the LD engine and the TD engine. I put $20 each on those. A much older service bulletin here. This dates back to 70s, I think 78, on the Datsun Sunny. I went $20 on that. A really good old binder here, in good condition really, on the Nissan Junior Model 41 parts catalogue. There she is. What a beast. So this is in great condition, nice and clean, and all your parts breakdowns and parts numbers. If you own one of these trucks, this would be a great find. So I put $30 on that. The trick is to find someone that wants it, of course. The Nissan Junior and Cabal, again, little trucks, more of those. I've gone $20 each on these. If they don't sell, I will drop the price, but I think if the right person finds them, they'll be pretty happy with $20. Now the next lot, these are some big folders, and this is Nissan Crash Repair catalogue, and it lists all the parts on panels. I guess it also suggests prices and labour times, I'm not sure, but Crash Repair parts catalogue for all the different models. So the Navara here, and I don't know what years it is. It's going to be, it's 1999 on the bottom here. This one's the Nissan Infinity, I guess. Never heard of that one. The Micra, the Maxima. So a lot of information in here. This is a big catalogue, and it's all about crash repair parts. So breakdowns, the Pathfinder, the Patrol. So that would have been invaluable for a dealer, particularly I guess if you did crash repairs. And I put $30 on that folder. It's a bit rough, the actual folder, but inside looks okay. These other ones here, this one, what was this one? Oh, here's some product bulletins. And this is all on individual models, separate booklets, and I'll probably take them out of the folder. Bluebird 910 series and the 300ZX. So I think there was about 12 different S12 series. Cedric, Nissan Cedric, I think there was about a dozen different booklets in here that I'll probably take out and sell them probably just at $5 each. Nissan Prairie. So they're separate product bulletins. I'll probably pull this folder apart. So there was about 12 of them at $5 each. This one is a dealer public relations folder. I only put $5 on this. There's not actually a lot in it. There's a letter to the dealer itself. And there's a lot about media information, and Nissan launches different cars. It's all stuff that wasn't actually published for the general public. There's a book there on the Pulsar. What's that, a sales talk book or something? Not sure. So yeah, not a lot in that. I just put $5 on that one. And these last ones are technical bulletins. I've put $10 per folder. And they're all loose leaf technical bulletins covering all sorts of different models. They look to be 1980s, late 1980s. And there's probably every single Datsun model that I've got here from that era. And they're just technical bulletins. So there's 3 folders of these. And I've put $10 on each. each one. I don't want to start pulling out individual technical bulletins because they are loose leaf, they're not separately bound pages. So that's on the Patrol Y60 Pathfinder. So lots of dealer information. As I said, $10 each on those bulletins, or those complete folders. And the last pile I have here is a service tool catalogue. I put $30 on this one. And this is all your specific service tools for individual models. So the specialised tools, part numbers, and I guess a company needs to have all the specialised tools to be able to service all the different models. It's interesting to see what was available. So that would be a good reference for someone that's doing a lot of work on 1980s era Nissans. So $30 on that one. Now this is a product manual for commercial vehicles folder, and there's one for passenger vehicles. I'm going to split the passenger vehicles ones up, and I'll show you in a minute why. But the commercial vehicles I'm going to leave all in the one folder because, again, they're loose leaf. There's information about the engines. These are and transmissions for all the commercial vehicles. Suspension, vehicle performance, parameters, I don't know what vehicle parameters are. And then you have different body types and tyres. And it's all loose leaf stuff. Then you have some product information on individual product lines, like your Navara. And I take it there's others in here. I didn't go through this too thoroughly, but when I saw that it was the individual sheets, oh, there's some brochures in here as well. There's the Nissan V6 Pathfinder. When I saw that it was basically loose leaf stuff, I thought I'll leave the folder intact. And what did I have on that? $20 on that one. And the other one I'm going to pull apart and sell per item because they're just individual brochures on different cars. So we have the Micra, and this is Sales Talk, which is all about dealership procedures and everything. They would have had training sessions with their sales staff and go through all these. So the Pulsar, these are hard to turn over. The Bluebird, and there's some glossy brochures in here as well. I'll be putting $5 each on these because I figure people are going to be after one to suit their car. Nissan Maxima, and there's the 200 SX Sales Talks one again. Might certainly do much better than $5, but there's a brochure for it as well. And the 300 ZX, there's nothing here for that one. Anyway, I'll pull that one apart. I will be showing all these separately on some Facebook groups. I'll be marketing a fair bit of this stuff. I've joined a few of the Nissan Datsun Facebook groups in Australia, and I've already made a few sales, but I'm giving you guys first look at all this. Here we have some mechanics data cards. These date to 1980, 77, and it's just data for each model. They're like a plasticky type card. And yeah, they cover all little models and just the data that mechanic needed in the workshop, I guess. So that's pretty cool information. I just put $10 on that. We have some vinyl sales handbooks here. Nothing in them, but I'll go $5 each on those. And there's all these little brochures that came in the bottom of one of the boxes. I thought I'd just put $2 each on these. In fact, these are probably what was in these folders. $2 each on all these. All the different models, Micra, Maxima, 200 SX, Bluebird, Navara, Civilian is the bus, Patrol. Then there's some booklets, Nissan Dealer Operating Standards, Quick Reference Guide, Land Rover, what's that doing in there? I've got more Land Rover stuff, I'll dig that out another time. Pricing Guide, and then there's some brochures, much thicker brochures, and I think these are comparison booklets. Yeah, it compares the Nissan Navara with the Toyota Hilux, the Mitsubishi Triton, the Ford Courier, the Holden Rodeo, and the Mazda B series. So these are comparison booklets, which is quite interesting. And I guess handy for a salesman to basically tell you why the Nissan is better than all the others. So $2 each on all these. Mechanical protection plan. Terrano accessories, Pathfinder accessories, Pulsar, Navara, Patrol and promotional merchandise. Oh yeah, all the little extra Nissan things you can get with price lists. So they'll be all in a box in the shop for $2 each. If there's anything you want particularly, well, I'll flick through them. You should be able to identify. You're welcome to send me a message. That's it. We've been through everything. Well, everything except these ones. Now, these ones I'm not going to price at the moment. I'm going to try a few on eBay. Now, these were the ones that I couldn't find out much information online. I couldn't find any similar manuals. I don't know how sought after the Terrano 2 was or is, but these are Volume 1 and Volume 2. Hugely comprehensive manuals in good condition. A little dirty, but generally in great condition. I'm going to try and eBay that pair at maybe $50 the pair and see how we go. I'll run it as an auction first. If it doesn't sell, I'll then put it in the shop or put it with all the other stuff that I'm going to try and market on Facebook. Same with this set of Patrol Y61 manuals. We have Volume 1, Volume 2 and Supplement 1 and 2. I'm going to try them as a group on eBay as well, and I might start that group at $100 and see what happens, because I think that's a fairly sought after model. And these ones here the same. Now this service bulletin I pulled out because it is for the Datsun 280ZX. I think it was 1978. So I thought I'd try that on eBay as well. It will post very cheaply, and it just might, because it's the one of the sports car range, I think just might do quite well. I'll probably start it at $20 as an auction. And hopefully by the time you actually watch this video, these will be online on my eBay page. I have a link to my eBay page on my homepage on YouTube. Same with the S14 Nissan. I have Supplement 1, Supplement 2 and the main service manual. And I forget what the S14 was. I just went and looked it up. It's the 200SX sports car, I think also marketed as the Sylvia. But given that these manuals are in excellent condition and it was more of a sporty model, they might do quite well on eBay. So I'm going to try these ones on eBay first. And as I said, hopefully by the time you watch this video, they'll be up. And if you're interested, you're welcome to have a bid. Okay, that brings me to the price list. So hopefully you can identify anything here that we just flicked through and see the prices I put on it. That's page 1, page 2. Oh, after a while I got sick of writing Nissan and just went to the numbers, and then I started writing Nissan again. I think I've written it about 100 times. So yeah, those older manuals I'm going to start at 20 each, but if they don't sell quickly, I'm just going to drop the price to probably 10 each. And this is page 3. The product bulletins, there was 17 in one folder, I think, $85 all up if we sell them all. So as I've priced everything there, it's $1,285 plus this stuff to go on eBay. So that's a lot of money worth of Nissan manuals. Hopefully we get close, really. And the first lot of manuals added up to about $550, I think. So we're not far short of $2,000 worth of manuals at what I think are very saleable prices. I have already got probably a dozen put aside for people. And my plan is, if you're still with me on this long video about car manuals, my plan is, you guys have got first dibs. That's why I'm showing price lists, particularly my members who get to watch this 24 hours early. You guys are in the front row, right at the front of the queue. If you're not interested in manuals, that's fine. But if you are, well, you've got a good chance of picking up something good, fairly cheap, hopefully. Once the video's public and everyone's had a bit of a look from you guys, I will then do photos for all the local or all the Facebook groups that I joined. I think I joined about 3 or 4 specialist Nissan Datsun groups Australia-wide, and I'll be posting an array of about 9 manuals at like $20 each or at $10 each. And I did that with the lot I put up in a recent video, and I've got lots of inquiries. So that's the plan. YouTube first, Facebook second, but once they've been on YouTube and everyone's seen them, they do go in the shop as well. And I have some people calling in to pick up some manuals, and no doubt they want to have a browse at what else I've got. And then, who knows, someone might just call in the shop next weekend that hasn't seen any of this and might just have a Nissan something or other. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm pleased to get through all this. We've made quite a bit of space in the shelves out in the deep, dark storeroom. I do have a lot of other manuals, and that grey cupboard we'll be getting to soon. I think there's a lot of Ford manuals in that. I know I've got a fair stack of Land Rover stuff. There's some Toyota stuff, and I have no idea what's in some of the other shelves. So if you're interested in manuals, by all means, keep watching the channel. If you're not, I will be mixing up my videos, and we will probably have to do a bit more electrical stuff, but then we'll be into some more mystery boxes and who knows what. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.